So why is your friend losing more weight than you? I mean, both of you are human, right? You know exactly what she's done before she started this fitness journey. It's very similar to yours. The backstory is identical. So let's assume that both of you decide to follow the exact same plan. Same workouts, same intensity, same meals, same stress levels from work, same degree of variance because life happens, and you decide to hold each other accountable. So you know exactly what she's doing and exactly what you're doing and where you're falling behind. Now, 2 weeks into this, she's 3 pounds down and you are stuck. In fact, you saw the scale go up by half a pound this morning. So naturally, you start doubting your efforts. Again, you go through the checklist. Maybe you need to burn some extra calories. So instead of burning just 500 on your Apple Watch, you're like, let me aim for 600. Throw in a bit of extra cardio, even though your knees are hurting. You're frustrated within 30 minutes of working out, but you push through for another 60 because, listen, you want the results. But no matter how hard you try to optimize these things, you are still not getting results. And frankly, this just feels like too much work. You know, there's a concept called as goal fatigue, where you set a goal and you work super hard to achieve it, but you never get the goal, or you don't feel like you're moving close to the goal. And then you get frustrated of the goal in itself. And a lot of beginners, especially women, tend to give up on their fitness journeys because of this very, very irritating issue. It's like the fatigue of trying again and again and again and never getting rewarded, no matter how dedicated you are or how much effort you're putting in. I know this feeling because I've been there too. Trust me, it's not fun. The truth is that many of you are trying to blame your efforts, especially when you don't see results, which is indirectly hurting your self-esteem and conviction around this fitness goal. Let me ask you this. Did anyone tell you that what if your body was burning a few hundred calories lesser than your friends under the exact same circumstances of workout, nutrition, lifestyle, accountability? So how is this possible? There are research studies going far back as 1989 that show that certain groups of women could have intrinsic metabolic slowdown. Okay, I'm going to break it down for you. So intrinsic means built in, something that you don't have any control over. It's not caused by something that you did intentionally. So it's not related to what you ate that day or how you worked out or anything like that. It operates as a default parameter in your body. And metabolic slowdown. For simplicity's sake, let's say that your body has an engine and that engine is supposed to use food as a source of fuel and convert that into energy. And that engine is not efficient enough. So it generates energy, but at a much slower rate. The group of women who had intrinsic metabolic slowdown were diagnosed with PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. The study explains that the weight being stuck phenomenon was not because of something the women did, but because of how PCOS influences your metabolism. There was another 2021 clinical study that showed that women with PCOS have chronic low-grade inflammation. And this happens even in lean women. Now, chronic, let's break it down. Chronic means a continuous event happening inside your body, like a daemon process running on your PC in the background. You don't even know about it, but it exists. And inflammation. So inflammation is like this low hum of fatigue. That feeling when you have a mild fever, but you're still functional. You've not taken a day off from work because you can still do stuff, but you can't shake that feeling off. And, neither does extra sleeping or extra coffee help you with it. It's like your body is fighting against itself a little bit. This chronic inflammation is your immune system operating in overdrive, trying to fight something that it doesn't know exists. It literally slows down the body's fat-burning capacity. It's blocking all your hard work. If you're still not convinced, this next study is going to blow your mind. This 2022 study found that women with PCOS burn up to 400 calories lesser than women who don't have PCOS, this number is not small at all. I mean, for a petite woman like myself, it equals to my daily calorie deficit. It's like you and your friend are running a race, but her starting line is 400 meters ahead of yours. Are you ever going to catch up, even if you try to run as fast as you possibly can? Think about it. The reason your friend is losing all this weight is because biologically, her body is just more responsive to all the workouts, nutrition, and is able to use the stored fat more effectively for energy. And that's why she lost 3 pounds almost effortlessly without any optimization or overthinking, while those generic advices kept you stuck exactly where you were. So we've discussed 3 solid reasons why your weight is stuck and how that's connected to your biology and got nothing to do with discipline.